And once again, this is another live broadcast that I'm sharing with you some of the things that I do on a daily basis when I'm managing one of my accounts in my portfolio. This one so happens to be at a college. And as you can see, we often, well, as you can see in the background, we have to supply this place with a lot of supplies. I'm talking about from toilet paper to different type of can liners to graffiti remover to cleaning products to do two different types of uh, toilet papers. One is cordless, one is jumbo roll. So right now I have a shipment that just came in. And if you sit back and relax and watch this live broadcast, you're going to watch me go ahead and take the supplies off of the pallet and put them inside of the storage closet. So stay tuned, stay engaged, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And once again, I salute you for tuning into this live. JMD Janitorial. Let's see here. I think we can probably get a better camera angle. Let's see if we can go ahead and get us a nice good camera angle going on, and then that way you guys can see exactly what's going on here. All right, so I think we may have one that I can use as a good camera angle. Here we go. All right, so you see I have my deli cart here, and I have the pallet right behind it with the supplies, and go ahead and stock these up here, and then from here we will roll the deli cart inside of the closet, and then we'll add to the other supplies that we have. Specifically when it comes to the cordless rolls, they're often ordered by through Home Depot Pro, Georgia Pacific. My recommendation to you is you want to not wait, or don't wait until you're down to your last handful of packs, because when you order through Home Depot Pro and you have to get them from Georgia Supply, that's a third party, which is going to cause a slight delay. Besides, also these particular type of cordless rolls are not always in stock. So you want to try to have as much as you can. Therefore, you can never run short on your customer, because one of the cardinal sins of collection of commercial cleaning is running out of supplies. That's something that you definitely don't want to do. All right. Not only do you have your customers depending on you doing the right thing with your supplies, you have your cleaning staff as well. So as you see, I'm going to give you a little broad scope of the wall here behind me. Okay, so right now I have about 30 cases. They roughly hold about 15 rows per case. All right, so stay tuned in, and let's see if we can get us a nice good camera angle. Okay, here we go. All right. So once again, if you can recall, I did have my cart here that did have these supplies, and we're just going to restock this wall up. So what I normally do is I have a spreadsheet that I use through Excel. You can use Google Sheets. Every time a shipment comes in, I scan in the bill of lading onto my computer, and then from there, I'll populate into a spreadsheet. And that spreadsheet, especially if you use Excel or even Google Sheets, you can create the formula, and then therefore, every time you get a shipment that comes in, you can auto upload that amount, and then you can start deducting as you keep track of what supplies are being disseminated, especially when you have a large customer such as the college campus that have, in this example, 13 different buildings with about probably 35 different janitorial closets with multiple floors in each building. So therefore, if you have, let's say, a building that has an east wing and a west wing and 3 floors, and then you have a cleaner on the west wing and you have a cleaner on the east wing, you want to have your supplies disseminated into each of these closets. This will allow the efficiency where your cleaners can stock up their maiden carts and they have a short distance in between closets. The last thing you want to do is lose that efficiency by having your closets not fully stocked, their carts not fully stocked, and they go back and forth between the closet going back to get supplies. By the end of an 8 hour shift, that can take up probably about 45 minutes of production. So you certainly want to make sure that you have the appropriate amount of supplies. That is very important. Yeah, so if you have any questions, those that are tuned in, if you have any questions about the commercial cleaning industry, go ahead and post a comment. I'll certainly get back to you and let you know what my response is, and then we can take it from there. Okay, so as you see, we're fully stocking up here. Yep. Hey, little Settler, how are you? Hey, help yourself. You need the 40 by 48s? Yes. Yep. Anything else, or you okay? That's it? No, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Yep, so that was one of my staff who normally would be responsible for the trash collection on a large account, such as this account, a community college. We actually have a Ford pickup truck that she has to use in order to go around to all of the receptacles. Also, part of her job is during the daytime when she's not doing trash removal, her job is to disseminate the supplies to the different closets or janitorial closets across campus. She has a sheet. So once all the supplies come in, I normally load the supplies that's coming in. For this example, I just wanted to do it myself just so I can show you on this particular live feed. But typically what happens is she'll come in, we'll have the bill of lading that shows what supplies came in versus what we had ordered. We'll check off what came in versus what we have ordered. That way we know that what we ordered and what we received is accurate. At that point, they go inside of the main storage closet. She then has a sheet that she has to fill out. So every time that she goes and disseminates supplies to a different building here on campus on this account, her job is also to check off what supplies are going to what closet. This will help you keep your supply chain accurate and you know exactly where your supplies are going in at. The last thing you want is not to thoroughly track your supplies. At the end of the day, you're looking for the supplies to end up where they belong, and that's inside of receptacles or dispensers and on your cleaner's carts. So you have to make sure, especially when you're dealing with a large account like this, that you're accurately tracking. Morning.
Morning.
I often ask, Winston, you're the owner of JMD Janitorial and you're always at a location that may be a customer of yours. There's different dynamics. In this particular case, JMD, to be 100% transparent, we were retained as a management company. So in this instance, yes, I am flying under another banner. But if you go to my Facebook page, the Entrepreneur Chamber, I have certain videos. I have videos on this channel, JMD Janitorial, that will let you know about the art of collaboration especially when you're in what is known as a valley of your business, meaning that maybe a few contracts have expired, you may have not renewed, you're in the midst of finding other business. Well, it's very important that at that point you look for a different customer segment. Some of the times, for me, when I'm in this situation, yeah, I can work remotely. I can do everything from my laptop from home, but I like to be engaged. You know, you get these large accounts, they're bidded. Normally, they come with a supervisor in place. You don't know these people from a hole in the wall, but you have your business name and reputation on the line. So, the last thing that I want to do, learning from other people's mistakes, is secure an account through a bid and then just leave it to whatever supervisor was there, and I'm never here. You know, there's no way of systems being in place. They may be going off of the way the previous company who had the bid do things. That's just not my way. Me personally, I'm a hands-on manager. Let me give you another example, cross-referencing it with like sports. I'm more like a player's coach. You know, so you may see a player's coach like Jason Kidd shooting up with the basketball players before the game, or he's under the basket while they're doing layups, and he get the ball after the layup is made and pass the ball to the next person. One may sit there and say to themselves, well, hey, Jason Kidd, you're the coach. Why are you in the layup line? Because that's called engagement, man. You know, that's very important, especially when you're dealing with these large accounts. This particular portfolio is over 1 million square feet. There is just no way possible without proper management from the top that you're going to have a successful account. You're going to get complaints. You're going to get threatened with different aspects of losing the bid or fines or what have you. So it's very important, in my professional opinion, when you have these large accounts, that you have someone managing this portfolio, if not you yourself, someone that you can trust, that knows your systems, that knows your procedures and your policies, and have them in place. You know, there's a lot of instances where, man, I'm not even going to get into it as far as exact and nuance, but there are a lot of incidences that I'm aware of that, you know, some of these accounts are had, and then the last management is in place. And like I said, you don't know these people from a hole in the wall, and they completely destroy your reputation. And that's just an actual fact. So stay tuned here with me. Now we're back in the supply closet, and we're going to load some more of the what we call cordless toilet paper rolls. So we have the cordless toilet paper roll that have dispensers here on campus, and then we also have the jumbo rolls. Now, often when you're bidding on these large accounts, and shout out to ACB, because in this instance, I was retained by ACB. So yes, I do fly their banner here on campus. But, you know, this was my way into getting the experience in order to learn how to manage and bid on these large college accounts over 1 million square feet. You know, if you're just a company that's just used to doing business to business, let's say your biggest account was, I don't know, 20,000 square feet, 30,000 square feet, 100,000 square feet, even if it's 100,000 square feet, that's a large corporate office. That's a large school. But when you're talking about 1 million square feet, just imagine that 100,000 square feet building multiplied by 10. You know, I mean, just the supplies alone per year, especially if these folks do events to the public and things along that nature, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars per year just in supplies. So if you feel, hey man, you're flying under a different banner, but you're with JMD Janitorial, this is my way in the door. Don't knock it until you try it, you know, because I'll be honest with you. If you have companies that are used to bidding on these accounts, that come with bonds. You can't even get a $1 million bond in order to throw your hat in the ring in order to bid on this account. You have to have references. You have to have previous experience. How are you going to get that and expect that you're going to get $1 million account, a million square foot account or a college campus without any previous experience? Once you go higher up this food chain in the commercial cleaning industry, whether that's with the state, whether that's with the federal government, whether that's with high schools, whether that's with schools in general or colleges, you're going to realize that there's only a few companies at the top, whether you want to call them gatekeepers or not, but there's only a few companies that are at the top. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, you're going to have to learn the art of collaboration in order to get your foot in the door. Once your foot is in the door, then you're in. You're gaining that experience. And that's very important. Don't let your pride get in the way. Trust me. All right, so I'm going to just turn the camera a little bit here so you guys can see exactly what's going on. Some of us are used to having these accounts, and you may cry over spending, I don't know, on average 10,000 square foot location. You're probably spending roughly around 1% in supplies, about $1,000 roughly, and then we cry about that. So just imagine the magnitude, the type of backing that you need to have in order to get these particular type of accounts. This is what we're aiming for. This is what my goals are. What your goals are and what you intend to do with your commercial cleaning business is upon you. There is no right or wrong. This is the avenue and the path that I chose from business to business because I understand the different customer segments. So if one customer segment is not working, I'm not going to keep standing there trying to force my way into one customer segment when there's 10 other customer segments you can learn about and generate revenue for your business. That's what it's all about. That's what it boils down to, is generating revenue for your business. As long as you have your interface as, if I'm company B and company A is the prime contractor and C is the customer and I'm company B, then my goal is to have company A pay my company, which is company B, and then company B pays me, which is my own business. So you can look at it however you want. Some people look at it, oh, you're working for this company. That's not how I look at it. So it all depends on your perspective. All right, so we're not going to stock it up too high there. So the next move is that we're going to just place some of these on the floor here. So I'm going to have to just slightly lower the camera angle for you guys. I don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. There you go. It's a little better. All right, so now we're back off again to the pallet, and we're going to go ahead and grab some more of the shrink wrap. And then once we're all done, not the shrink wrap, of the cordless paper towel, toilet paper, and then once we're done, I already have the bill of lading. I've been counting along the way, and we'll make sure that what we received matches up with the bill of lading. you guys can certainly let me know if this information is useful to you. I really hope it does. Even if it's just one independent commercial cleaning company or small business owner, I hope this video helps you out. It gives you perspective because a lot of times we look here on YouTube and you may see these huge corporate businesses or these companies that are large, and you just may think they were just made that way. No, they found their way in the door. 9 times out of 10, it was through collaborations. If you ever take any webinars with the state of New Jersey, if well, for me, I live in New Jersey, so if you ever take webinars through the state of New Jersey, it's called teaming up. With the federal government, it's called teaming up. They have to go to a prime contractor. Once you send in and submit all of your documents and you register with sam.gov, they're looking for the prime contractors. And within the prime contractor's contract, they have what are known as set-asides, which means that they have to deal with like minority business enterprises, small business enterprises. And then that's where you come in. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be hard pressed for you as a small business owner with 5, 10, 15 employees to secure a federal contract that's, 2, 3, 4, 500,000 square feet, and you have literally no experience. Fortunately, that didn't hit the camera. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and we'll head back into the space, into the closet, and we'll go ahead and drop some more paper towels. Excuse me, I keep saying paper towels, y'all. I really, really apologize. We'll go ahead and drop some more of the cordless toilet paper. All right. And what I'm looking for is just that nice, good camera angle. I think I found one, y'all. Let me know if this camera angle is a good camera angle. So once again, you're watching a live broadcast, JMD Janitorial. If you haven't done so already, tell a friend. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and share. Post a comment. Let me know if you're a small commercial cleaning business. How do you plan on growing? How do you plan on expanding? Do you plan on going into different customer segments, whether you're in residential or currently in business to business? Do you plan on staying in that? Do you plan on staying in the private sector? Do you plan on going to the public sector? Within the private sector, there are so many customer bases. Within the public sector, there are so many customer bases and segments that you can dive into, especially when you're in the valley of your business. Because listen, I don't know not one single, whether that's large or whatever. This is how this contract works. Normally, they're 2-year contracts. You're lucky if you get that 3rd-year extension. And then there's probably always going to be someone that comes back in and underbid you. A lot of times on these accounts, you're not going to stay here for 10 years. That's normally in the private sector. When you're doing business to business, that business owner likes you. You have a personal relationship with the business owner. Well, here on a college, you're not going to have a personal relationship with the CEO of the college or the president of the college, so forth and so on. You're not 9 times out of 10, you're going to be dealing with some higher ups, but there's going to be directly from facilities, especially when you're dealing with schools. Or you may be dealing with a BA who is known as a business administrator. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm literally making 2 little rows. That way I can stack up another back rub. right, so we got a handful of the cordless rolls left on the pallet that we're going to add here to the storage closet. Once again, I appreciate everyone that may be tuned in right now. Thank you so much. If not, then go back and listen to this broadcast on a replay. And once again, post a comment. Now, once again, I could have brought in one of my staff members to come in and, like I said, excuse me, y'all. Like I said, I have a young lady that works basically as the supply clerk, and she normally handles all of this. But I thought it was important for me to do it myself today because I wanted to create a live broadcast. I wanted to do a video, and I sincerely wanted to share it with other small commercial cleaning business owners on YouTube so it can inspire you like I was inspired by another YouTuber. Shout out to my guy AJ Simmons. When I first started off in this commercial cleaning industry, not only did I have training through Jam Pro, but I also watched a lot of my guy AJ Simmons videos. And man, I just want to do for the people and reach one person, two people, however many, it doesn't matter. The same way I was reached by my man AJ Simmons. And if you don't know, check out AJ Simmons here on YouTube. That's at AJ Simmons. The brother is doing tremendous work inside of the commercial cleaning industry. And for that, I appreciate that, brother. All right, guys, so we pretty much have emptied the pallet. And maybe I may have like one more trip to the pallet that I'm going to have to do. But let's just see if we can get them all in here now. And then at that point, there's a loading dock, and we'll go ahead and place at this point the broken pallet and the shrink wrap on the loading dock for it to be picked up and properly disposed of. So once again, this is JMD Janitorial. I am Winston Just McIntosh, affectionately known as Just. Once again, man, I appreciate you. If you're watching right now, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's keep rocking, y'all. Let's keep rocking. All right, so we're building up what we're going to call the blue wall. And then once again, in this live, we're talking about restocking supplies, and on a huge industrial level. So in this particular instance, the customer that I have is a community college, 1 million square feet, which means that they do a lot of events for the children, for the college kids, staff, for the public, and it takes a lot of supplies. We're talking hundreds of $1,000s worth of supplies annually. Yeah, so once again, hold up. Let's move the camera angle. That's the way the camera angle was. That deserves a pause. If you from where I'm from, you know what I'm talking about. Much better, y'all. I'm quite sure the first thing you don't want to see in the morning time, first thing this morning on this live, is your brother I just backside. All right, so we're all done, and just as a quick recap, here we go. I'm just gonna switch the camera angle, and this is what we have. So we have our cordless rolls, have my jumbo rolls. These are my, paper towels. Have my jumbo rolls. As you see, we have our power washer machines here. Man, shovels for when it's snow, mop heads, dust mops, you name it. You name it. Chewing gum remover. You know, we use these primarily for when we're doing strip and waxes here. Purell for the Purell dispensers on campus. And again, you'll know about all of this if all of these supplies that you're responsible for bringing is included in the pricing in your bid. So we have our gloves by the caseloads. You see, we often have to have batteries here for the dispensers, Johnny mops, you know, when we're doing our strip and wax, the different pad colors and sizes. And, you know, as you see, our soaps, different types of can liners, different sizes of can liners. And certain customers require black bags. In this case, they require natural bags or clear bags. They want to see what we're throwing away. Meaning, are we putting recyclables in the garbage can without that separation? So, once again, I appreciate everybody that tuned into this live. Thank you so much. You know, check it out on the replay. This is Winston, I Just Macintosh, JMD Janitorial. Once again, y'all, peace and be victorious.